All right, guys, today we have some exercises that really bring this whole note packet together into one, big problem. Really working with slopes and y-intercepts. This is really the reason why we do all this work is so that we can take a problem like this, like number one, and given this equation, I can then use the slope and use the y-intercept to formulate the graph very quickly. Okay? So let's try number one here. It says sketch the graph of the equation y equals 2/3 x minus 4 using the slope and y-intercept. And I have my little box over here. Remember, it's all about y equals mx plus b, which if I line these up, this equation, whoops, hold on, this equation is already in the y equals mx plus b form. Okay, I can write that right below it. And remember our equation for slope. I don't even know if we'll need that or not, but we'll see. So in this case, since we're already in y equals mx plus b, we know that m is equal to 2/3 and b is equal to -4. Okay, get that right out of the equation. That means my slope is 2/3 and my y-intercept is going to be the point 0, comma, -4. Okay? So, knowing that, again, I just got that right out of the equation here. Knowing that, it makes it very easy for me to graph the line. All right? And I'm going to make a little list here, and you can use this list every time. Number one, make sure you have y equals mx plus b. All right? Make sure that's in that form, y equals mx plus b, which we do. All right? Number two, use the y-intercept. Okay, that's the first place I want to go because that's a point, that's a coordinate that I can go to. I'm going to go to the point 0, -4 here over on my x and y axis. I'm going to put a little dot. I'm going to label my x-axis and my y-axis. Okay, and so I have a coordinate. Now I'm going to work off of that coordinate. Number three, I'm going to use the slope. Okay, and I'm going to work off of the coordinate I just put in here, 0, -4, and I'm going to use the slope of 2/3. Now remember, slope is change in y over change in x. So a slope of 2/3 means up to. I count up to, and then I go to the right 3, and I put a dot. And then I do the same thing, up to the right 3, and I put a dot. And I do the same thing, up to the right 3. And I put a dot. Okay, and these are all solutions. These are all coordinates that will work if I plug it into this equation. Now I can do the same thing if I go back to my y-intercept and I want some more over here. You guys have a ruler. That is plenty right there. You can connect those with a ruler and extend it over the whole graph. I'm going to put a few more in just because I don't have a ruler to draw with. So I'm going to go down to the left 3. That would be -2 over -3, which is positive. So I can do that. All right, down to the left 3, down to the left 3. And you notice they're all lining up. So then I just take my ruler and try to, let me draw a better line than that. Let's see if I can do better than that. Draw right through those lines. There we go. That's a little better. You're going to have a ruler, so yours is going to look even better. Okay, and now let's do me one thing here. Get in the habit of labeling your, oops, that's -4. Label your graph and do a little curly Q arrow like that. Okay, so really each one of these problems right here, guys. 1, 2, 3. Put it in y equals mx plus b. Use the y-intercept. Use the slope. Bam. Connect the lines. Connect the dots. Sorry. Okay, so that's really it. Let me switch over to number 2 here. Let me turn this one off and this one on. And it looks like they asked us to do the same thing. Here's the key. This is not in the form y equals mx plus b. Okay, so I need to put this in the form y equals mx plus b. We've done this already. All right, we've done this in previous exercises, previous assignments already. So let's take the equation and let's move this 3x, oops, that's an equal sign, move this 3x over to the other side. I'm going to subtract it from both sides. So I get y equals, these go away, and that's going to be 4 minus 3x. Okay, and what we've done what we've done before is we've taken these two terms, and it's okay to switch them around as long as I take the positive or negative with the term. Okay, so that's in the form y equals mx plus b, and that tells me, that my slope is -3. I'm going to write it as a fraction, -3 over 1, and my y-intercept is the point 0, comma 4. All right, so let me switch over to the coordinate axes here. I'm going to label my x and y. And I'm going to do the same thing I did in the previous exercise. I'm going to, 1, put it in y equals mx plus b. I did that. 2, I'm going to use the y-intercept, which is 0, comma 4. So I go over to 0, comma 4, and I put a dot. And then I'm going to use my slope, which is -3 over 1. That means down 3 to the right 1. So I'm going to go down 3 to the right 1. Down 3 to the right 1. And look at how easy that is. And I'm getting points that all line up. And they all look like they're going to line up. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to put some over here. So instead of down 3 to the right 1, I can go up 3 to the left 1. That would also be a slope of -3. All right. Okay, now let's see how well I can do here. Down through these points just like that. Okay, and there's my graph. And this is going to be, I can take the original equation, the one right up in the problem there. I can take that and label it as such. Okay, so that's it. Same thing we did in the previous exercise. All right, let's go right on to number 3. Let me turn this one off and the next one on. All right, let's see what we got. Sketch the graph of the equation 2y plus 4x equals 10. I'm going to move this. There we go. That looks a little bit better. All right. And I'm going to first put it into y equals mx plus b. So let me do that first. 2y plus 4x equals 10. And I need to make that 10 a little better, that's for sure. All right, I need to get this x. I need to solve for y. So I need to subtract this 4x from both sides. All right, that means it eliminates there. Bring down my 2y, 10 minus 4x. All right, over there, just like last time. And then, I got one more step to do. Now, I've got to divide by this 2. And again, we've done this before. All right, we just haven't put it all together in one problem. So, divide by 2, that means these 2's cancel. Okay, 10 divided by 2 is 5. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. All right, now we're really close. We need to switch these terms around to put it in the form y equals mx plus b. All right, so that tells me, what does that tell me? That tells me that the slope, or m, is -2. And again, I'm going to write it as a fraction here. And the y-intercept is 0, comma 5. Okay, so now what that allows me to do is, again, just like last time, I'm going to go over to the coordinate plane. And I get things situated here. I go over to the coordinate plane, and I'm going to label my x and my y. All right, and I'm going to start at the y-intercept, 0, comma 5. So that would be the point right here. And I'm going to use a slope of -2 over 1. That means down 2 over 1. And I put a dot. Down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. Have I said it enough? Can I do it again? There we go. There's all my points. Okay, and I'm going to even put some over here again, just to help me out here without a ruler. Up to over to the left 1. That would be the same slope. Okay, so now I connect the dots. Can I do it? That's pretty good. All right, and this is 2y plus 4x equals 10. And I put a little arrow, and that's beautiful. All right. Okay, we got one more to go. Let's turn this one off and turn this other one on. Same thing. We want to use this equation. We want to use the y equals mx plus b. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, this one's a little different because the x is already on the right-hand side of the equation. All I have to do All I have to do is move this 6 to the other side of the equation. Actually, this one's a little shorter than the last two. All right, so we take away 6. That goes away. I got y over here, and this is just 4/3 x minus 6. So there, it's in y equals mx plus b form already. So that means that my slope is 4/3, and that's a positive, and my y-intercept is 0, comma negative 6. All right, is that a good 6? Do we need to fix that 6? Let me erase that one right there. Okay, and we'll make it a better 6. Okay, and now from here it's just the same thing. Label your x and y. Label that one x and that one y. And then we go to the y-intercept first. All right, 0, negative 6 is going to be down 6. That's going to be right there. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And then, so I've used this. All right, a little check mark there. And I'm gonna graph a slope of 4, comma 3. That means up 4, change in y, and to the right 3. There's my change in x. So up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and I put a dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All right, these are a little spaced out a little more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and can I fit another one in here? Let's see, up 4 to the right would be the same thing as down 4 to the left. Yeah, fit another one in there. Okay, so we've got all these points. I just need to connect them. Oh, bad. Let's see if I can do that again. Connect them. Got it. Okay, so that is y plus 6 equals 4/3 x. And there's my little arrow. Bada bing, bada boom. Use that. All right, so that's all it is. Really, those 4 examples, the same exact thing over and over. You put it in the form y equals mx plus b. All right, and then you figure out your slope, your y-intercept. So then the first thing you go to, right here, right? Go there first. We'll put a 1 in there. And then go use your slope second, connect the points, and you're done. All right, it's that easy, guys. So hopefully that went well. Thanks for watching tonight. Have a good evening. We'll see you tomorrow.